Saturday at Collision is official. Jet Speed and Mystico will put the AEW World Trios Championship on the line against David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, and Clark Connors, the Dogs. Plus, for the #2 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match at Dynasty, it will be Roosh and Anthony Bowens facing off one-on-one, hoping to join Tommaso Ciampa as the #2 entrant, and United Empire not wasting any time, heading into the crowd and going right at the Death Riders.
Yeah, this surprises no one. The Death Riders have been a group that have been just taking everyone by surprise, attacking, using their numbers, and United Empire having none of it.
Well, chaos in Canada is exactly right. Starting off as the evening began.
We heard from Justin Roberts, this match, it's anything goes between the Death Riders and United Empire. As Ospreay and Moxley pairing off, understandably so, and Ospreay bouncing the head of John Moxley off our desk as Hanare and Francesco Akira targeting Claudio Castagnoli.
AEW fans, of course, very familiar with all the members of the Death Riders. Perhaps some of United Empire, not so much. Francesco there, who's known for his high flying, is going to fly, courtesy the former CMLL heavyweight champion, Claudio Castagnoli.
And officially, on paper, at least for the record books, is John Moxley targeting Cal Newman. It is John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, and Daniel Garcia. Oh, wait a second, Alex Windsor, Ospreay's fiance, coming out. And she's taking a beeline from Marina Shafir. As Windsor and Shafir, I mean, this match truly is chaos, Tony.
Well, getting a taste of what we will see come Sunday, Dynasty 0 hour.
Francesco Akira found a ladder somewhere and used that as a battering ram to take down Claudio Castagnoli. Now he and Hanare wiping out Daniel Garcia on the ramp, and Pac as well.
We're going to preview of Sunday's action on Saturday. Tekla Marina Shafir against the Brawling Birds, as well as the hits just keep on coming, not only in the ring, but match-wise, heading to Dynasty.
I cannot wait to watch that one.
This match is freaking crazy.
Ospreay and Francesco Akira. Akira, the young Italian junior heavyweight, a core part of United Empire. Is
all the members of United Empire bring something different. Look at this.
Takes a huge leap as this battle between the United Empire and the Death Riders rages on. Don't go anywhere. It is chaos in Canada, live on Dynamite. Will Ospreay and United Empire taking on John Moxley and the Death Riders. Ospreay calling in the reinforcements from Japan this past weekend. His protege, Callum Newman, Hanare, and Francesco Akira answering the call of the former leader of United Empire.
The stereo plunges from teacher and pupil. It was Ospreay that began the tutelage of Callum Newman, 2018, and Newman was just 15 years of age.
And Ospreay already introduced one table to the opposite side of the ring, now a second table as Newman, and to our right, actually, Claudio Castagnoli, Francesco Akira, battling. Oh, watch out, Nigel.
Yeah, the action getting way too close. And they got the steps poised here. They got Moxley. That's exactly what they want.
Going to take out Moxley before Dynasty.
That's what they want to do.
Ospreay and Newman right in front of us with John Moxley in trouble. No, Claudio Castagnoli bails out Moxley. Oh, Newman! Face first to the barricade, Ospreay. By Castagnoli.
Claudio Castagnoli is a monster.
That is why I've called Castagnoli the linchpin of the Death Riders. It's his strength. It's his poise that holds this team together.
He is John Moxley's emissary of violence, and he is bringing the violence here tonight. A crucial intervention for the Death Riders, for John Moxley specifically, as Hanare sent hard into the barricade. Moxley and Henare, the respective powerhouses for their teams. Now Pac with Francesco Akira. Isolated inside the ring.
This is what y'all wanted, right? This is what y'all wanted, right?
What did I tell you, Tony? Would not take the Death Riders long to turn things back into their favor.
I knew they would. I was not discounting nor discrediting the Death Riders. We've seen too much of them and what they've been able to do here in all AEW programs.
And now just rapid fire shots from the Death Riders as Akira taken down.
And well, Ospreay tried to climb back in the ring.
Oh, Cal Newman.
Yeah, Newman came flying in the ring to help his leader.
Newman charging in, and now Moxley choking Henare on the outside. As you mentioned, Henare, that tattoo on his face, that is just a representation of his pride and his heritage.
Unequivocally, the Maoris, the toughest, most dangerous, capable fighters, arguably in the whole of history, human evolution. Right now, it's the Death Riders.
Focusing this barrage on Cal Newman, the young protege of Will Ospreay, as Moxley now biting the ear.
Yeah.
And Daniel Garcia standing on the back. No damage, just disrespect from Garcia.
Garcia really has found himself. Again, viciously, oh God, choking Moxley's challenger, Will Ospreay.
Remember, it will be Jon Moxley, Will Ospreay live this Sunday at Dynasty on pay-per-view on HBO Max for the AEW Continental Championship. That means that everyone is banned from ringside. It will be Moxley and Ospreay one-on-one this Sunday in Vancouver.
Yeah, so both teams know that, so they're going to get their licks in here tonight, less than a week away from the big event. This is right now the Death Riders at their best. We've seen this before, working together as a group. Henare will have none of it.
Exploding out of the corner, now running through Garcia and Pac, and taking both of them down.
He is just too strong and too violent.
The Moolah, Henare, absolutely frightening. Power, national champion in amateur wrestling in native New Zealand. He's also training MMA, catch wrestling and Muay Thai. And Daniel Garcia's about to find out how dangerous he is.
And once again, Claudio Castagnoli pulling a fellow Death Rider out of harm's way. Castagnoli catching the big man and
oh God!
just hoisting him up for a vertical suplex and driving him through the table. Fans, this battle rages on live on Dynamite. Don't go anywhere as this match continues. Go.